The other main thing I wanted to talk about that I think will affect almost all these laws is deciding in our society what is the age of adulthood. So Travis hasn't talked in a while. So Travis, what would you say that you think? And when I say age of adulthood, we can keep in mind that we might have different ages for things similar to 18-year-old adults can't drink alcohol till they're 21. And there's things like where non-adults in the U.S., when they're 16, they can drive. But let's say what we want to call an age of adult means when a parent can kick their child out of their house without that child going to foster care, and a kid can leave their parents' house without the government getting involved. The kid can just say, I'm moving out. What are we calling that age of adulthood? And it's fine to keep it what we're already used to. Travis, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't really have a view on that, so I'd probably just keep it at 18.
Okay. Harley, you're up next.
Yeah, I'd probably, surprised to hear me say this, agree with Travis. But I could probably be convinced to raise it, actually. I think,
Okay.
yeah, I think for certain things, I'm not entirely convinced, particularly men are mature enough at 18 for certain of the rights, particularly the ones related to alcohol and guns. So,
Okay.
so I'd be convinced upwards, potentially.
Okay, Aric, what do you got?
I would say that I would want to set it around 21 or 22 because brain development doesn't really stop, at least not frontal lobe development, until you're about 25. That's at least the current consensus.
Okay.
So, like, we in America, somewhat exclusively, we kick our kids out at 18 and expect them to just go into the world and be okay. And that is too young. That is far too young.
Gotcha. Okay, so 21, 22 for you, 18, 18. Jeremy, what are your thoughts?
Harley, you really stole my thunder there. I was going to say that based upon the science, as far as I'm aware of it, should probably be about 2 or 3 years older for males than for females.
I mean, that's an option. We're the lawmakers. We can do that. I don't think I agree that we should have it different depending on gender, but yeah, we can.
But yeah, so probably something like that, something like 20 for females and 22 for males.
40,
that's about
40,
right.
I reckon is about right.
Also, having a this is like what Aric said, having a gradual system of increasing legal independence and legal responsibilities that matches the facts of reality, that matches the actual psychological development. Yeah, it sounds more reasonable to me than just having this single cutoff point where you completely change somebody's status over the course of one birthday. We have to choose a single age of majority, then.
We don't have to. We can choose whatever we want.
I'm going to be bold, and I'm going to take the sexist position that the psychology overwhelmingly suggests that natal females mature significantly faster than natal males. Like gotcha. the error bars
they mature faster to a certain point, but there is a cutoff.
Yeah. Phil, are you still there? I see weird lights happening.
Yeah, I just decided to put the phone in my pocket so I could change my son's diaper.
Oh, gotcha.
But
I thought you was being kidnapped or something.
Yeah.
Phil, for anybody that doesn't know, Phil is new to
fatherhood. The fact that you guys understood what he said, is
okay.
The
Phil,
fact that anybody understood that means that my internet is like dog shit right now. Hold on.
Phil, what's your thought on age of adulthood?
So, I'm flexible on this. I'll kind of, you know how I am. I'm almost frustrating to you. It's all, I just kind of go along with what the society wants. So, it seems to be popular to say 20, 21, 22. So I'll go along with any of those. I think that purely because of our language, we say teenager, which ends at 20. So that would be sort of my baseline. My baseline would be to say, 20, something like that.
Gotcha.
Oh, I seem to have lost the picture altogether.
Oh, yep, your picture's gone.
But,
Gotcha, 20. Okay.
But I just want to add, I would be up for the idea of people volunteer. They think they're ready for a certain level of maturity, so they take the test. Whatever that test of maturity or intelligence or whatever it is would be.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it seems pretty reasonable to me that anybody who's capable of doing the work to graduate from high school early and then hold their own in university classes, live by themselves, live in a dormitory at a university and attend classes. If they're doing that at 16 years old, then they should probably have all the other rights that we assign to adults. I don't see any reason why somebody who's fully attending a university schedule at 16 shouldn't be able to have sex with whoever they want, smoke cigarettes and vote in governmental elections.
Interesting, yeah. And we could draft up an idea for what we think would constitute good reason for emancipation. So that could be interesting. I think, I'm kind of torn on the topic. I mean, looking at nature, it has some connection to puberty. I mean, most mammals in the wild, they have babies. They take care of their babies. When their babies hit puberty, they take off and struggle and try to figure their shit out. It's more complicated with humans because they take longer to figure stuff out. In some societies, I'm sure there are people that are raised without helicopter parents that basically seem more like adults when they're like 15 or 16. And then in other societies where people are super babied and pampered and whatnot, they just seem not ready to be adults until they're 20, 21, whatever. So I guess I lean somewhere near 18 probably, but I think what I'll do is everybody can pick their number out of our right now 27 people, and then we'll just do an average of all the numbers. Whatever that is the answer, and then it'll take either majority or 60% to change that if somebody wants to propose raising or lowering it. So that'll be the next thing. And then we can also vote on separate things, like if we want there to be things like, I think even though 18 is the legal age, if parents give permission, 16-year-olds can get tattoos, 16-year-olds can get married. So that can be separate things that we go over. Do we want different ages for alcohol, different ages for guns or joining the military and stuff like that? But I like the idea of having a baseline for if you're kicked out of your house by your parents, will the government take you into foster care? And if you want to leave your parents' house, at what year can they not stop you? And so that's kind of that seems like the best way to describe an adult in my mind.